Imagine doubling your paycheck without working any extra hours. I mean, it sounds like a dream, right? Well, welcome to OverEmployment. In this video, we'll lay out a step-by-step plan to become overemployed, working 2 remote full-time jobs at once in just 30 days. If you're skeptical, honestly, that's okay. I mean, many of us were at first as well, but thousands of ordinary people are doing this successfully. And with the right strategy and the mindset, you can too. We'll cover what overemployment is, who it's for, and how to pick the right jobs. Build a killer resume, nail your interviews, and set up your dual work routine, plus sustain it long term. Now, what is overemployment? Overemployment means holding down 2 or more full-time remote jobs simultaneously without either employer knowing. The goal? Doubling your income without doubling your work hours. Now, how is that possible? Well, many remote jobs have stretches of downtime or lighter workloads. So if you're efficient and organized, you can fit the work of 2 jobs into 1 workday, essentially getting paid twice for roughly the same time worked. Who is overemployment for though? Well, it typically works best for remote knowledge workers. Think software developers, data analysts, project managers, writers, accountants, stuff like that. Roles where output matters more than the exact hours worked. It's for people who are self-motivated, disciplined, and comfortable keeping a secret. If you want to pay off debt faster, boost your savings, or gain extra job security, this could be an absolute game changer. With 2 jobs, getting laid off from one isn't as scary. However, it's not for everyone. You'll be juggling responsibilities and need to handle stress calmly, and you must be okay with not telling your coworkers what you're up to. If you're thinking, I'm not fully busy in my current 9 to 5, I can handle more, then overemployment might be perfect for you. Not all jobs mix well though. I mean, picking the right combination is very crucial. Here's what to look for in an overemployment-friendly job stack. Fully remote. Both jobs must be remote. No commuting, no office time, period. Flexible or async schedules. Jobs with flexible hours or output-driven tasks are ideal. Fewer fixed 9 to 5 hours means you can shuffle work between 2 roles far more easily. Limited meetings. Fewer meetings equals fewer scheduling conflicts. One of your jobs, if not both, should have a light meeting load or at least predictable, non-overlapping meeting times. Not customer-facing. Roles that don't require being on call or on video constantly, for example, a software engineer or data analyst, is easier to juggle than a customer support rep who's glued to the phone. Ideally, both jobs should be somewhat independent. I mean, if you already have a remote job, then consider its demands. Does it have enough downtime or flexibility to allow a second gig? If yes, then target your second job to complement it. Maybe a role in a different time zone or a company with a more relaxed pace. If you're starting from scratch, try to secure 2 job offers around the same time so that you can start them close together. Choosing the right pair of jobs means you won't be stuck in back-to-back Zoom calls or working midnight hours in order to keep up. It sets the foundation for a sustainable overemployment journey. Now, to land interviews, whether it be for 1 job or 2, your resume needs to shine. Focus on making it clear, impressive, and relevant. Key tips for a high-converting resume are showing results. Highlight your achievements, not just studies. Use numbers or concrete outcomes. For example, improved X by 30% in 6 months. Try to prove your impact. Use keywords. Tailor your resume with keywords from the job descriptions. Many companies use ATS software, so include the skills and tools that they're looking for. Things like specific programming languages, a remote team collaboration, etc. You gotta be able to pass those filters. Keep it clean and concise. Use a simple, professional format. No fancy graphics that might confuse a software. Aim for 1 to 2 pages with your most relevant experience. Make it skimmable so recruiters can spot your key skills and accomplishments within seconds. And no need to mention extra jobs. If you're currently employed, it's completely fine to let them know that you're currently job hunting while still employed. It's totally normal. Just don't mention anywhere that you plan on juggling 2 jobs. That conversation definitely is not for your resume or your interview, so keep it to yourself. Now, a polished resume will massively boost your interview chances. If you're unsure about your resume, then we can make you a custom tailored resume, link down below in the description. We help tailor resumes specifically to convert for remote jobs. It can make a big difference, but even on your own, apply the tips above and you'll be off to a very strong start. Now, approach your job search with a strategy and a timeline. You have 30 days, so use them wisely. Weeks 1 to 2, apply, apply, apply. Dedicate the first 2 weeks to an application blitz. Upload that great resume to job sites and apply for as many positions as you can, dozens if possible daily. Focus on roles that meet your job stack criteria, remote, flexible, etc. Keep a simple log of applications. If you're already in one job, then you'll likely be scheduling initial phone screens during off hours. Try early mornings, lunch breaks, or evenings. Weeks 2 and 3, interviews and follow-ups. By the second week, you should start hearing back. Schedule interviews strategically. Whenever possible, slot them outside of your current work commitments or take a personal day for important ones. Prepare well for each interview as well. Research the company, practice the common questions, keep your calendar organized so that you don't mix up your interview times or your company names. We want everything nice and concise. This period is pretty intense, but it's exciting as you inch closer to the offers. Week 4, offers and decision time. With luck and good interviewing, you could have one or multiple offers by week 4. Assess which 2 opportunities fit best together. Consider workload and meeting culture based on what you've learned. Now, if you can, I'd recommend staggering your start dates by a week or so. For instance, start one job immediately and ask the other if you can begin in 2 weeks. This will give you a bit of breathing room for the onboarding process at the jobs. But once you've accepted your offers, you're ready to be overemployed. Throughout the hunt, stay organized and discreet. Don't let your current employer catch on that you're interviewing. And remember, landing 2 jobs often comes down to a numbers game, so be sure to cast a wide net. If you follow this plan, you'll maximize your chances of securing that second paycheck by day 30. Now, interviewing for a new job when you already have one can be a bit tricky, but it's absolutely doable with some strategy. Here are a few tips to ace your interviews, and also ensure that the job is a good fit for overemployment. Be sure to craft your story. If you're asked, why are you looking for a new job? Be sure to have a great answer that isn't, I want more money. Talk about growth, new challenges, learning opportunities, or working with exciting technology, whatever fits into the current situation. The point is to sound genuinely interested in that job specifically, not like someone who's just desperate to stack paychecks. Also, never mention your plan to keep another job. That is a secret for you alone. Highlight remote work skills. You'll want to emphasize just how well you work in a remote setting. Mention your ability to manage time, communicate proactively, and deliver results without close supervision. Companies love self-sufficient remote employees, and being good at these skills will also help you juggle 2 jobs at once. Be sure to gauge the workload. Now, use the interview to subtly find out just how demanding the role really is. You can ask things like, what does a typical day or week look like in this role? Or how big is the team and how do you collaborate? If the answer is, we have back-to-back meetings and constant tight deadlines, then that job might be tougher to pair with another. But if they say, we value work-life balance and there's a lot of independent time, that is music to your ears. Stay enthusiastic and confident. Over the years, I have seen that confidence, even if you have to fake it a bit, goes a very long way. So be engaged, ask thoughtful questions, and let them see that you're motivated. Enthusiasm makes you memorable and likable, which can tip the scales in your favor when they decide who they want to hire. Also, be sure to remember that interviews are a two-way street. You're evaluating them just as much as they're evaluating you. So, choose a job that not only pays well, but also offers the flexibility that you'll need. Nail the interview, land the offer, and you are one step closer to being overemployed. Congrats! You've got 2 jobs. Now day 1 is approaching and you need to set yourself up for success and sanity. Here's how to prepare your work setup for juggling 2 roles. Separate your workspaces. Ideally, you'll want to use 2 computers or at least 2 separate user profiles or browsers, one for each job. This prevents any accidental crossover. You don't want to send an email from the wrong account or share the wrong screen in a meeting. Believe me, keeping everything sandboxed will help your brain switch contexts as well. Optimize your gear. If you can, set up multiple monitors so that you can have job A on one screen and job B on another. Use tools like multiple browsers, Chrome for job A and Firefox for job B, for example, in order to keep your accounts distinct. Also, make sure you have a good noise-canceling headset and fast internet connection, maybe even a backup hotspot so that you can handle simultaneous calls or quick switches. Essentially, make sure you eliminate any technical hiccups. They're your worst enemy when multitasking. Master your calendar. Now, the calendar is your lifeline now. The moment you get your work calendars, adjust them to minimize conflicts. When you have a critical meeting for one job, make sure that you mark the other job's calendar as busy for that day. If both jobs use something like Google Calendar, consider syncing them to a single view, but be careful with private details and keep them hidden, so that you can see any conflicts at a glance without risking anybody else catching on that you're working two jobs. By proactively managing your availability, you can often avoid meeting collisions before they happen. And also, stay organized daily. Make sure you develop a simple daily routine that allows you to track tasks from each job. Whether it's a simple to-do list app or a notepad, write down the key tasks for job A and for job B each morning. This way, nothing falls through the cracks. Also, be sure to set expectations appropriately. Don't promise each boss that you'll attend a 4 p.m. meeting every day if you know that that's a conflict. I mean, it's okay to say you have a reoccurring appointment during a certain time, but they don't need any details. Consistently deliver on your work so that no one feels the need to micromanage or check up on you constantly. Now, the first couple of weeks, they're gonna be an adjustment. You might feel like you're patting your head and rubbing your belly at the same time, but trust me, it gets easier as you establish your systems. Many overemployed folks find that after onboarding, the day-to-day work for each job might only occupy 3 to 4 hours of truly focused time, which is why doing 2 jobs is so feasible. Set up strong habits from the start, and you'll be on top of both workloads like a pro. Now, overemployment isn't some one-week hack. It's a lifestyle. In order to sustain it for months or even years without burning out or getting caught, be sure to keep these principles in mind. Stay secret and stay safe. The golden rule of overemployment is don't tell anyone. I mean, outside of maybe your partner or a super close friend, but keep your dual job life under wraps. Definitely don't mention it to any coworkers. Even well-meaning people can slip up from time to time. And online, consider using anonymous handles if you join any discussions. I mean, the risk of exposure comes largely from loose lips, so be your own vault. Prevent burnout. Now, 2 jobs can be very intense, so be sure to protect your mental and your physical health. Set boundaries like no work after 6 p.m. or no work on Sundays to make sure that you have downtime. Use your increased income to improve your life, whether it's outsourcing some chores or investing in a better ergonomic setup in order to reduce stress outside of work. And remember to eat, sleep, and exercise. I mean, the whole point of overemployment is to improve your life, not wreck it. Working smarter is better than working crazy. Keep delivering, but don't overdo it. You need to perform well enough at each job to fly under the radar as a reliable employee. Meet your deadlines, participate in meetings, and maintain good relationships. However, don't overextend yourself by volunteering for every extra project or working 12-hour days to impress someone. That defeats the whole purpose. You should be aiming to be a good, average employee at both places. Consistent, dependable, but not so critical that all eyes are on you. If one job becomes too demanding or a boss starts micromanaging your time, be sure to have a plan. You might scale back or even drop one of the jobs and find another that's a better fit. The beauty of being overemployed is that you have options. You are in control of your career more than ever. And lastly, know why you're doing this. Maybe it's to pay off student loans, save for a house, or just build a financial safety net. Keep that goal in sight. It will motivate you during tough days and also remind you when you've achieved what you set out to do. Perhaps you'll decide to go back to one job at that point, and that's okay. Overemployment is a tool to accelerate your financial and career goals, so be sure to use it wisely and responsibly. Oh, and one more thing for the long run. Connect with others who are doing this. There's a whole community out there of overemployed folks sharing tips and supporting each other. In fact, we actually have a free Discord community linked down below in the description with thousands of members. Hop on in and you'll see that you're not alone in this journey. Check out the Overemployment Masterclass as well. It's an in-depth online course that walks you through this whole process step by step with detailed strategies for each stage pinned down in the comment below. All links are down in the description for you. And finally, if you found this video useful or inspiring, do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more practical guides just like this. I'd also love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment down below if you have any questions, or if you're gonna start your overemployment journey. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.